Hi guys, it's Dan from Mason Productions.
I'm Tyler from Mason Productions.
Is your phone talking to you?
That's my TikTok, sorry.
And today we're back with another podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in last week. Let me just slightly adjust.
Yeah, I like that. I like saying tuning in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you for tuning in last week. It means a lot for us, for you guys to be a part of the podcast and watch along and listen. We touched on a few different things in the last couple of podcasts.
Yeah, different variety of topics.
Come in, bro. You got fucking hair on your chin, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, is it attached to you?
It probably is. Sometimes it has.
Oh, no, yeah, you got it.
Oh, really?
I was about to say, that was mega long. I was about
Sometimes I do. Sometimes you end up you finding that really one that's fucking... Like, I have one on my neck that just grows for fucking ages.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in last week. And today we're going to be talking about changing in seasons, because we're now officially in autumn. It's the 1st of October today.
Yep.
And we're also going to be touching on... It's called SAD.
I know what the two...
Seasonal affective disorder.
Affective disorder, okay.
So basically, when your mood changes due to the season that you're in.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on that later. But my birthday's in October, so I'm always happy for autumn to come.
Of course.
But it's not my favourite season.
No, yeah, you're definitely more of a summer person.
Do not summer or pure winter.
Oh yeah. What is it, like snow?
Like snow, like what I don't like about autumn, it just rains.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's like driving then becomes just boring and miserable because like it's fucking raining. Exercise, if you do like running and it's raining.
Yeah.
If it's like nice rain, then it's nice to go out running while it's raining. But when it's fucking torrential downpour, not fun. And then there's just like a long list of things that just make autumn shit. Trees lose their leaves.
I don't know, there's plus and I definitely agree with that.
For photography, amazing time.
Yeah.
An absolutely amazing time.
It's weird how, I mean, probably not so much now, but like the way that autumn, everything takes on a different shade of colour, everything feels different, and you start to get that, it's a weird cross between you get excited for Halloween, you get into like costumes and whatever, and parties and that, and
kinky shit. Kinky Halloween parties. That's what I refer to that.
Fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. And then after that, you fall into the Christmassy vibes and shit. But well, to be fair, some people are in that Christmassy vibe before even Halloween hits. So.
No, true, and that does annoy me a little bit. I worked in retail for a long time, and Christmas should start on the 1st of December.
Well,
instead of it being the 5th of November.
I don't think...
Or the moment that it's done with Halloween, let's get Christmas on the go.
The moment it's done with Halloween, that's a bit much. But end of November time, I don't mind it. As long as it's not months and months early. No. But at the same time, I still appreciate...
In retail, you have to listen to Christmas songs from the 5th of November onwards.
Okay, no, retail's a different game. That would drive me insane.
Kills your soul that you listen to the same Christmas playlist for 60 days.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's what annoys me. Like, why can't they change it up?
Because there's no new Christmas songs. Because all the new Christmas songs are shit.
Bar
Michael Bublé, but all of his are just remakes of old.
I'm not gonna lie, my missus will approve if she sees me say this, like if she watches this podcast. There's a particular K-pop band that actually did Christmas songs, and it wasn't shit, which was surprising.
What was it? And I'll listen to it. And in the next podcast,
I can't remember the name. Please don't kill me, babe. But I know the name. I don't know the name of the song, but it's by Stray Kids.
By Stray Kids. If I just put in Stray Kids Christmas song.
It's not for everyone, but for me personally, I like to listen to I don't want to hear the same Christmas song every year, because eventually, no one's going to be excited for Christmas.
Do you want to know what the best Christmas song is, though?
What's that?
The Fairy Tale in New York.
How'd that one go?
Yeah,
that one's alright.
But they've changed the lyrics to it, what is a bit annoying.
It's the fucking...
Everyone.
It's like, come on. I'm all the like.
I wish
all
every day
down.
could be Christmas. No, you fucking don't, because you'd be broke.
Exactly.
You'd be a broke ass bitch.
Like, and the thing is, I know, it's not. She's not meaning it seriously in the lyrics, but if every day was Christmas, it wouldn't be special anymore.
No, it wouldn't.
You wouldn't have that feeling. You'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. Christmas tree, fuck off.
Yeah. Christmas is special because it literally comes around once a year. But we need to tone it back. We need to make it December exclusive to really get it special again.
I know what you're saying, but a lot of people, like, I envy the people who can get excited early.
I know. I hate it. Why are you excited for Christmas in the second week of November?
No, but it's because, like, I'm envious because I would like to have that type of energy for Christmas.
I do have that energy for Christmas from the 1st of fucking December. That energy that they've had since November, I get on the 1st of December.
Mm. To be fair,
I put the Christmas lights up in the last weekend of November. They don't get turned on until December. But all the Christmas lights are up on the last weekend of November because Sarah likes having the Christmas lights up for everybody to see from the 1st of December. So like, don't get me wrong, I think it was last year they went upon like the 20th because we were busy on the weekend that I would have been able to do it.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing it a week early. So we had the Christmas lights up like on the 20th of November, but they didn't get turned on. And that's only the outside of the house. I think maybe my mum and dad always do the 12 days of Christmas.
Mm.
But I can't remember if me and Sarah did or not.
I don't know. I like it. To each their own, really. Everyone gets excited. Like, some people like to prolong it and put it up early. And as long as
it is a magical time of year because you see family. For me, it's not about the presents. Like, it's about seeing my family, spending time with people that I want to spend time with.
Yeah, it's like. No, yeah, definitely not so much the presents nowadays, but it's like just that. It's just something about it that gives you that fit, I'm very. That's one thing I do. That's one thing I do love about my missus. She
loves Christmas.
She's she's all in, and you can't help.
But like, she's from that type of the world where like it kind of originated from.
Yeah, no.
Because the thing of Saint Nicholas is a German thing, isn't it? Like a Christmas tree is the German thing.
They don't focus around Santa. They're all about. They even have.
Do they have a Saint Nick Day?
No. They have. What? The other one. It's not Santa. It's the.
Saint Nicholas.
No. Horns.
Oh, Krampus.
They have that. There's pictures. I've seen pictures where they like getting presents given to them by Krampus and that.
Yeah,
but they
like that type of that like because Christmas trees came from Germany, didn't they?
I'm not sure. Actually, I'll just be fair. I don't actually know.
But the whole thing of like Saint Nick came from like Germany or something, wasn't it?
I'm not sure exactly where he came.
I'm pretty sure it's like a German thing. I may be completely fucking wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a German thing.
But in general, their culture around like events like that is just so big. Like, they have a whole separate thing.
Oh yeah.
And to be fair, like, cultures like that are a lot bigger than our cultures. Our cultures aren't that big. When it comes to
ours are very
events.
like
minimalistic.
Niche. Yeah, I'm very niche to like UK or like UK and America. But then, like, there's other things that, like, all the European countries, like, most of them celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no, they do as well.
Yeah.
In Austria. Like, it's like America, they have a whole day, like, they celebrate Halloween from start to finish, not just the evening when it gets dark.
They like, you get ready, like, they take Halloween seriously.
Oh, yeah, they really do.
I wish that we did. That's the only thing that I wish that the UK did better was we actually took Halloween properly. Because it would be sick.
Not even just Halloween, just other events. Like, I feel that, especially around where we live, it's just kind of meh, everything. Even like Christmas sometimes. It's like
Christmas is a bit meh.
Like, people,
you get a few people that really go for it. Like, we all used to go for it.
Like, yeah. Nowadays, though, I think it was better a few years ago when we were younger. But is that just because we were kids and we?
Is that because we? But is it? The thing is, does it come down to like a financial thing?
Oh yeah, there's always financial.
So like, is it that like our generation are a bit tighter, so therefore we're not going to go out and buy all the Christmas lights, we're not going to do this, not do that?
If you were minted, you could fucking go crazy on Christmas, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like we used to do the top of the house, and then like and we used to light the bottom of the house. So like when we lived at Lenormand, we had top of the house, so like the window level,
yeah,
and then also window level of icicles. We always have a real tree as well, me and Sarah.
Yeah, my grandparents have always had the real...
because we're quite lucky that we've got a Christmas tree farm
Oh, yeah.
that Sarah's mum and dad started, so we literally just cut them down from...
My nan
she's
she's used the same Christmas tree for like 10 years. She keeps replanting it every time.
Oh, so does she like...
She'll stick it back in the ground and then take it back up after when it's Christmas the year after.
That's so renewable.
My nan...
That is so renewable. And that's the other thing that I don't like about Christmas, is the waste.
Oh, yeah.
The waste in food, the waste in drink, the waste of resources. Like the Christmas tree, I think we're going to plant some new ones, and eventually, like that, we'll dig it up and then put it back. But like, we normally have like a top of a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Or like halfway, so you like cut it so it can't be reused.
Yeah.
And then it's just one of them things, isn't it, where like there's a lot of waste.
Yeah, but like you said, I do think other countries have, especially because we don't live in cities, it doesn't feel like around here we have a real mainstream appeal to Halloween and things like Christmas. Ours is just more, yeah, we do it because we have to, but no one's really going all out, you know.
No, you're true.
Whereas you get like in Austria, it's beautiful. They had a whole full-on Christmas market.
But yeah, I see what you're saying, because like you go to Lincoln, that's like an hour and a bit away from here. You go to Peterborough, that's like 40-ish minutes away from here. You go to Norwich, you go to any major city around us, they've got Christmas markets, they've got stalls, they've got the German sausages on. Like Nottingham, they have an ice rink. Peterborough this year are having an ice rink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So at Neen Park, Fairy Meadows, they're having the Christmas stall there, and they're having the ice rink there for the first time.
That's cool.
So so even places that are a bit closer to us, they are now getting like, Peterborough's trying to become a proper city now.
Yeah.
Because they've got the university opening and they're putting campuses and uni accommodation, so they're trying to like make it a good city. So like they are putting like a lot of effort into like events.
Yeah.
So yeah, like at Neen Park they've got like the ice rink and stuff. Obviously at London you've got like Winter Wonderland.
Oh yeah, with London you've always got. I mean it's London, isn't it? You have to expect something like that. It's the capital city, so like same as like obviously Vienna's the capital city of Austria, and it was just. I just love the feeling, like when you're walking around, you just see it. I know
it's a bit magical.
Everything has a different look to it, you know, and that's what I love about Christmas, just that feeling of it. And when you have people around you, like when for example my little brother is just all excited for everything. Like it wasn't last year because I wasn't in the UK for Christmas. The year before, one of the most exciting times for me was literally giving my little brother.
Yeah, because he appreciates it. He's so excited.
Oh yeah, no, he's been raised. That's one thing that I always appreciate about my upbringing. We've always been taught to appreciate everything.
Yeah.
And when I see the look on his face, he's like, oh. Like my mum bloody cried when I gave her present. Yeah. It's like that's the whole spirit of it, you know.
Yeah, it is about the giving instead of the receiving. No pun intended. No pun intended. But no, like for me, seasons. Autumn can fuck off. In my opinion, I'm all about winter.
I know
and summer.
I know what you're saying. Some of the like the weather for autumn, I get it. It's like a very dreary.
It's very depressing.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I do like that. Like, I don't know what it is. I love windy weather.
See, I like being inside my house, hearing the wind and the rain around the house, and then you're just like, I'm in shelter. This is peaceful.
Yeah.
Especially like now, we've got the little snug. We've got that small room downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Like the small living room. So then we're like, it's so cozy in here and it's really nice and things like that. So I do like that part of it, because you do feel cosy and you can cuddle up and you can feel warm. But and then I don't like all the other parts of autumn, like the actual going outside part.
The actual going outside. Like, autumn isn't... I know what you mean. In terms of the dynamic, it's more of the wet and but I don't know. It's something. I mean, especially the look of all the trees and things like that.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful season. But it's just a bit of.
But it all depends, I suppose, because we never see it. Same as winter, we never get a proper winter because we're in the stupid part of the UK where our weather's just all over the place.
Yeah, we live kind of so close to the coast that it's affected by things. And also, like, Peterborough, for people that don't know, Peterborough's actually in a dip. So Peterborough gets its own weather system.
I did not know that. Actually.
Yeah, so it's in a dip, so it'll actually very rarely snows in Peterborough. Because it's got longer to fall, it turns to, like, rain.
That is the only thing that annoyed me about going to a different country for Christmas last year. When I went, that was when it stopped snowing.
Oh, so did it snow all the way up?
Yeah, it was snowing for ages, and then I got there, and I was like, I brought the UK weather with me. I was like, oh, really?
But no, like, you are right. The UK, we have the extremes. Like, it will be like minus numbers, the roads are completely frozen, but it won't snow.
It's a weird.
Like, we don't get like the nice winter where like snowing, and we just get freezing cold, the roads are slippy.
That's one thing I've always, like, I would love to be in a country where the seasons were more
seasonal.
More seasonal, yeah. Like, so when it comes to winter, well, there's.
But I guess like all of your Eastern European countries are like that.
Oh yeah.
In the winter, it's winter where it snows and it's cold, but it's like because it's snowing, it feels nicer.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like, oh, it's just fucking a sheet of ice. But their summers are warm, like Austria and stuff like that. Their summers are warm.
Yeah, no, they do have. I mean, they were getting around 30+ degrees for loads of the days at one point.
So like Eastern European countries, they definitely have like more seasonal seasons. Like their winters are winters and their summers are summers. Yeah. As we get this weird thing where like it can be in the middle of summer and it will just be fucking freezing.
We can't have a consistency.
That's it. We don't have any consistency. Because, like, in the UK, like, when we had the heat wave, it was hot. We had a heat wave for 7 days or 10 days. And then it went to, like, mid-teens. It wasn't even in the 20s.
Yeah, no, but it is just, we either have too much or too, like, it'll be like, instead of just being average 20 degrees for a month or so.
Yeah, like, we wouldn't mind, like, an average 25 degrees every day in the summer. But no, we get, like, we get 30 to 40 degrees this year anyway.
Yeah.
And then a few days later, it'll be, like, 17.
Yeah,
and you're like, what?
We can't have a balance. It'll either be it'd be like unbearably hot, and then it'll just jump back to being cold again.
But that's like in autumn, you can get a day, like yesterday, it was, and I know that this is just the fucking weather, but like, it was miserable yesterday. It rained from 4 o'clock until the moment that we went to sleep, but this morning, it's sunny and warm.
Yeah.
But yesterday, it was cold and windy and wet. It's a bit windy out there, but it's like, Sarah went for a run this morning, she said when you was backwind, it was boiling.
Yeah. So it's literally just the epitome of British weather. That's why, like, when I have people at work, they're not English. They'll go, oh no, it's back to the British weather, but they're not wrong because our British weather is just so unpredictable.
We get unpredictable weather, and the weather is just shit.
All right.
Right. So we've run about that, and I want to touch on SAD.
Yeah.
Is the acronym, but it's seasonal affective disorder. And basically, it's a type of depression that comes with the seasonal patterns.
Mm.
I'm reading off the NHS website just so that we don't get this fucked up. I am going to get a fucking TV on the wall so that we can do our own fucking...
Put it like, next to the camera, yeah.
But anyway, so basically, sometimes it can be known as winter depression, but people do get it in the summer as well.
Right.
But it's basically when the seasons change, your mood changes with the season. it's more associated with winter and autumn, but because it gets dark. You know that thing of when people go, I go to work it's dark, and when I finish work it's dark.
Yeah, I've had that before.
And you're like, oh, I feel really drained because you're not seeing the sunlight, and your mood is affected because it's raining outside, and you're just like,
to be fair, in winter it will be like that for me because it's 12 hours shit.
I used to, when I worked for my dad in the factory, like that. You would go in to work, and it'd be pitch black, and you'd get out of work, and it'd be pitch black, and you'd be like, I've not seen sunlight, and you don't see sunlight for like 3 days.
No, yeah, it literally will be like, I know I only do like, that's the only advantage of doing like every couple of days, like 3s and 2s, because after that kind of pattern of just having it like dark, at least after the couple of days or 3 days, whatever it is, depending on if I do overtime or not, I'll wake up and at least be able to go to the gym or something while it's fucking sunny.
But basically, with SAD, it's normally a thing that you get during the winter, and it is because of the darkness, the weather, the rain, and people feel depressed about it. And then as soon as the summer comes, they're very sort of okay about it, because sun's on, you feel good because you get the sun, it's nice outside, the sun is shining, you get endorphins from that, basically. But so basically, it's one of them things where your depression is in with cycles of the weather, basically. So if it's windy, rainy and shit and cold outside, you will start to feel a bit depressed.
Yeah, I think,
and everybody sort of has this, because we was chatting about this yesterday, that if you're feeling sad, sometimes you listen to sad music. No, yeah,
I have, like, when I'm in a sad mood, but if something's pissed me off, or if I'm just having a funky, one of those days.
Yeah.
When I listen to music, which I do all the time, I will put on a more sad and dreary playlist. It's kind of like you have to feel out, like, to get, like, you have to kind of, this is how I'm feeling. Instead of just trying to pretend I'm not feeling this way, you have to feel it out.
Yeah. But basically, some of the symptoms of SAD, this is kind of like an awareness thing for people that when it gets to autumn and winter, and you're like, I always feel shit, I feel lethargic, I don't get anything done, and you don't know what's going on. This is basically reaching out to you guys, and like that, you can always speak to us.
As you guys know, one thing we do like to cover, and one thing we do care about a lot, is mental health. We've touched on it before. We've done a podcast on mental health itself.
Did a podcast, and it's highest viewed podcast.
Yeah, people need, like, mental health should be a mainstream thing.
But it's just not.
People just don't talk about it. So that's why me and Dan will try and incorporate either specific mental health disorders, and as well, we're by no means trying to say that we understand it, because we know we've only suffered a certain amount of mental health. There's so many things out there that we can't empathise with. So we're not trying to say that we know how it is. We're just trying to raise awareness for people that might be going through it.
Yeah.
People that might need to reach out and, talk about it, or at least have someone that, if the things we touch on resonate with you, you're like, those guys understand it. Reach out to us, reach out to me, Dan, whatever, because mental health is something that me and Dan hold very close to us. So it will always be something that we incorporate into the podcast itself. So
definitely. So basically, we'll just run through some of the symptoms, and this isn't to scaremonger people, this is just to sort of
raise awareness.
So from the NHS website in the UK, we have a persistent low mood, a loss of pleasure or interest in normal everyday activities, you become easily irritable, feeling of despair, guilt or worthlessness, feeling lethargic, in brackets, losing energy or lacking energy, and sleeping a lot during the day, sleeping for longer than normal, and finding it hard to get up in the morning, craving carbohydrates. Thank you. And gaining weight, difficulty concentrating, and a decrease in sex drive.
So it's essentially, I think it rides along with symptoms of depression, but it's only occurring during a specific
so like you
season.
could be fine, and then boom, in the season you're like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And I think that will resonate with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But basically, you can see you can speak to a GP if you want about this. I'll just go a bit further. So you can actually be diagnosed with SAD, and the GP can carry out an assessment of your mental health, and basically they just run through a couple of questions. I had it when I went to doctors for my depression. They run through a couple of questions, and they either medicate you or they put you up to therapists or whatever. But you can go speaker, basically just you can go see a GP, and there's what causes SAD. So I'll quickly it's not really fully understood as what it says, but basically they think it's down to the reduction in sunlight. So the main theory is the lack of sunlight stops a part of the brain called the hypothalamus working properly, which may affect...
The what? Hypothalamus.
Thank you. Working properly, which may affect the production of melatonin, and that is the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. So basically, because that's not working properly, you feel tired more.
Mm-hmm.
Production in serotonin, what is the happy mood, and your body internal clock, your cardiacium rhythm.
Circadian rhythm.
So basically, your internal body clock just gets a bit fucked.
Yeah.
So basically,
it's
just like the days are getting shorter. You're not getting any sunlight. A part of the brain can't quite figure out what the fuck's going on.
It's like when if you go to bed at 10, and for a certain amount of time during the year, it starts getting dark at 10. And then it gets to winter month, and it starts getting dark at fucking 5, 6, and your body's like, hang on, why is it getting dark?
Why is it getting dark? There is some things that can help treat SAD. So basically, and this all depends on if you actually can do this, including as much natural sunlight as possible, exercising regularly. What is always a big advocation of getting yourself out of slump is doing exercise, even if that's just walking.
Oh yeah,
getting outside. We'll do you guys.
Does help.
Managing your stress levels. Some people struggle to do this, but managing your stress levels can be a massive improvement for this. There's actually a thing here called light therapy, where you buy a special light called a light box, and it's used to simulate exposure to sunlight.
I suppose it'll be similar to like an artist one. Yeah, you have the light boxes, so it'll be something like that in your room.
So basically, you can get a light that emulates the sun going down at certain times.
I suppose it has to be something similar, because obviously I don't think these ring lights would count as artificial.
It must be something that radiates a similar colour of hue of the sun.
Yeah.
And then basically you can talk to a therapist, because you can do CBT, what is cognitive behavioural therapy. So it talks about your behaviours and how you can help yourself through certain things. So if you guys want to read more about that, I'll put the NHS link in the description down below. We personally don't suffer from SAD, but we may get tendencies that in the autumn and things, it is easier to slip into our slumps because of our pre-existing mental health issues.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you guys resonate with any of the things Dan described from this, you can always comment your stories on if you suffer with SAD, like what it's like, how your mood changes throughout the
please let us know, because we're all about educating ourselves as well. So if you guys do suffer with it, let us know so that we can learn more and maybe identify some things in our friends and potentially help them. Well,
yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's coming together. You know, we're all part of the same thing. So,
but no, we'll wrap it up there. We've come to a sort of natural conclusion. Please, I didn't do it again.
Right, let's put it down. So, if you guys have been keeping track with the podcast, Dan's been meant to do a plug at the start of the podcast, and every single time we both forget to say anything about it.
So, comment, subscribe. Follow us on our Instagrams or our socials. They're down in the description. We hope you've enjoyed. If anything has resonated with you, please follow the links. Please speak out. Our DMs are always open, and like that, you can always speak to a professional about it as well. So, it's been your boy Dan from Mason Productions.
Tyler from Mason Productions.
Boom.